evening, coming to you live from the national television. Welcome to the news. My name is Clifford Richards.
And I'm Natalia Viruvardhana. First, it's time for us to take a look at the headlines.
National television gallantly celebrates its 43rd anniversary. Eka Mitata Govi Bimata program to recultivate fields gets underway. Code of laws to control the rice price to be introduced. The fire at the Rock Mountain Range in Ravanayala is controlled. A transformative change in the local education sector from next year. Korean assistance for the enhancement of the Sri Lankan health and media communication sectors. 11 persons killed in a truck bomb attack in Pakistan.
The Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation's 43rd anniversary today.
Well, the media institution of the nation has been engaged in its national duty for a period of over 4 decades, and the services of the national television has been subjected to the highest appreciation of the Sri Lankan general public, and the SLRC has been successful in carrying forward the Sri Lankan identity in the audio and visual tradition in the international arena as well. Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation commenced transmission according to an Act of Parliament on the 15th of February 1982, the national TV's gift from the government of Japan. It was the SLRC which had played the pioneer roles in the field of television broadcasting in the country. The institute has always maintained high standards and fulfilled the artistic tastes of the viewers. As the official electronic communication channel, it has always discharged all responsibilities entrusted upon with full dedication. In order to enhance the high standards of programs, it is telecasting over 3 channels at present: the National TV, ChannelEye and Netra. A special feature has been the SLRC producing programs in all 3 languages of Sinhala, Tamil and English. Rupavahini today, as in the past, is the prominent and the guiding light in local and international live telecasts. It has always contributed to strengthen the mutual respect, cordiality and confidence among the ethnic communities. The Rupavahini Corporation has been rendering a gigantic service in the reconciliation process of the nation. Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation is also a proud communicator which covers the highest extent of territory in the island. The corporation is equipped with the latest technology and above all, a staff of versatile producers of exceptional skills. SLRC has been telecasting quality and meaningful programs which are closely aligned with the culture and tradition of the country, and it is the forerunner of the nation which unfailingly fulfills its obligations. Well, an all-night Pirith chanting ceremony to invoke blessings on the 43rd anniversary of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation was conducted last night.
Another objective of the Pinkama was to bless the country and the staff of the SLRC. The meritorious activities came to an end with the offering of the alms to the Mahasangha this morning. The Buddhist Association of the SLRC annually organizes the Pirith chanting ceremony. The all-night Pirith chanting was conducted under the patronage of Chief Incumbent of the Sri Javadhanarama, Koti Road, Colombo 8, Venerable Godamunne Lankananda Thero. The event was also attended by Minister of Health and Mass Media Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa, Japanese Ambassador in Sri Lanka Izomata Akio, and officials of the Ministry of Mass Media. Chairman of the SLRC, Gihan De Silva, Director General Manoj Nadish Namar Singh and other staff members of the SLRC have also attended the Pirith ceremony. An Anusasana was conducted upon presentation of the morning alms given today by Chief Incumbent of Sri Sudharma Rame Battaramulla and Committee Member of the Koti Sri Kalyani Samagri Dharma Sangha Sabha and Chief Sanganayaka of Alut Kurukorale, Venerable Devahandiye Jinaratana Thero. The Mahasangha headed by Venerable Godamuni Lankananda Thero were also present.
Well, Japan, which has been instrumental in creating the national television, has extended its best wishes of the 43rd anniversary of Rupavahini Corporation. Well, this was mentioned in an X message issued by the Japanese embassy in Colombo. SLRC, which came into being in 1982, was an outright gift of the Japanese government. Since the early years of the national television, Japan had been making contributions for its progress. In the projects that were implemented in the years 1981, 86 and 1998, the Japanese government had given priority to update the technological status of the TV station. In order to symbolize the strong bonds between the national television and Japan, Japanese ambassador in Sri Lanka, Isimoto Akio, and Second Secretary Suzuki Anna were present at the Pirith chanting ceremony.
Ekamitata Govi Bimata national program has commenced from the paddy field in front of the Jayasundara Purana Viharya in Honela Polgahavela today. Deputy Minister Namal Karunaratne has presided over the event. The main objective of the program is to maintain a continuous food reserve in the country with the objective of consolidating Sri Lanka's food safety. Another aim is to enhance the export income from cash crops in addition to increase the local food consumption. Other targets include increase the production levels of agricultural crops as well as to encourage the farmers to cultivate paddy fields and other croplands which have been left abandoned. Plans are underway to implement the program in 566 service areas covering all 25 districts in the island. The program will get underway under the guidance of the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock Resource, Lands and Irrigation and also through the direction of Department of Agrarian Development. The cooperation of all state institutions on the agricultural sector, including the Department of Agriculture, will also be utilized. Deputy Minister Namal Karunaratne said that they are hoping to cultivate every land which has not yet been cultivated. They will identify why land.
Minister K.D. Lalkantha says that a strong legal network will be brought to control the price of rice. He further said at a media briefing in Kandy that the Consumer Affairs Authority will be turned into a very vibrant institution. Well, the minister said this. Handing over of paddy stocks to the Paddy Marketing Board has commenced. Yet harvesting of paddy in the vast area of land remains to be conducted. The private sector is also engaged in buying paddy. The paddy farmer has no problem at this time regarding selling their paddy. Earlier, they were tormented by the problem of not having a sufficient price for their produce. In the past, the paddy farmer was compelled to sell their paddy without being able to cover the expense. However, this time there is a minimum price of 120 rupees for paddy purchasing. If any problem is to arise regarding the paddy price, such a dispute would most likely to arise from the side of the consumer. The consumer also has the responsibility. Farmers who are thinking on the welfare of the consumer sell their paddy to the Paddy Marketing Board. Rice cannot be sold above the control price under any circumstances. Even if the private traders purchase paddy at a higher price, they will not be allowed to sell rice above the control price. All rice sellers must display prices. Legal action will be taken definitely against those who sell rice at high prices. Minister Lalkantha further said that the system of presentation of Urume deeds carried out by the previous regime was unsuccessful and the new government will introduce a system and to issue such deeds under a new methodology. The minister has made these remarks meeting in a connection with the Kandy District Urban Development Plan.
Fire at the Ella Rock Mountain range in the Ravanala Protectorate has been controlled. More than 600 acres of land have been destroyed in the fire that has erupted on the 13th of this month. Dry weather, windy condition and a steep slope have helped the spread of the fire rapidly. Strong effort had been made to prevent the spread of the flames. The fire was heading towards Ravanala waterfall by last night. The Army, Air Force, Wildlife and Wildlife Conservation officials and the Bandaraville Municipal Council Fire Extinguishing Unit have successfully doused the fire. Similar fires had been witnessed previously and the services of Air Force helicopters were obtained to end the fires. However, Deputy Minister Ruwan Ranasinghe said they did not intend to use such services at the current occasion.
Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya says that Sri Lanka's education system could not be changed within a very short period. She points out that a change in the education system of the country is scheduled to take place from the year 2026. But she was addressing a ceremony at the Pulatisipura National Faculty of Education in Polonnaruwa. Well, this event was organized in connection with the 25th anniversary of the Pulatisipura National Education Faculty. During the past 25 years of its existence, the Academy has trained 20 batches of teachers and directed 4,000 trained teachers to schools. At this occasion, all heads of the Faculty of Service since its inception, as well as academic and non-academic officials, were felicitated. A group including Deputy Minister T.B. Sarath were also present at this event. The Prime Minister said that it is her first visit to the Faculty of Education in her capacity as Prime Minister. She said that the government has accorded high priority to the education sector, recognizing the genuine national transformation is contingent upon fundamental changes within the system of education. The Prime Minister pointed out that the education reforms that the government will implement from 2026 are not superficial adjustments. They are designed to cultivate individuals who are both intellectually competent and morally grounded, capable of thriving in the contemporary world. She said that the quality of education is fundamentally dependent on teachers, while the government may introduce advanced educational technologies and world-class curricula. And the ultimate outcome is determined by the strength of the teacher-student relationship. The Prime Minister also presided over a discussion that took place looking into the problems of the education sector in the Polonnaruwa district yesterday at the district secretariat. She said on this occasion that an education program which directs the children towards a broader direction from grade 9 has been proposed. The meeting dealt in depth on the teacher shortages and shortcomings in schools in the Polonnaruwa district.
හැලෙන දරුවන්ට දෙන මොකක් හරි බෙහෙතක් නෙවෙයි. වෘත්තීය අධ්‍යාපනයේ කොටසක් විය යුතුයි. පාසල තුලම ඒක හඳුන්වා දෙන්න ඕනේ. පාසල තුලම ඒ අධ්‍යාපන ක්‍රමය තුල දරුවෙක්ට විවෘත වෙන්න ඕනේ විවිධ මාව.
The Prime Minister also engaged in an inspection tour of the trilingual national school under construction in Kaduruela, Polonnaruwa. The school is being constructed with the assistance of the Government of India. The construction company pointed out that the front building, which is being built under the Indian government funds, is completed up to 75% and attention has been focused to procure the remaining funds needed to complete the construction. Upon completion of the project, the school will have facilities for 1,600 students to engage in educational activities. The Prime Minister also engaged in a cordial conversation with the residents of the Aralaganville town yesterday. A large crowd was present on the occasion. Deputy Minister T.B. Sarath and parliamentarian Sunil Ratnasiri were present. The Prime Minister also said that the government is determined to safeguard the public trust vested upon the government during the recent and past elections. She further said that the government is trying to establish an education system where no child will be left behind within the next 10 years.
An all-night Pirit chanting ceremony to invoke blessings on the 43rd anniversary of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation was held last night. Another objective of the Pinkhammer was to bless the country and the staff of the SLRC. These meritorious activities came to an end with the offering of arms to the Mahasangha this morning. The Buddhist Association of the SLRC annually organizes the Pirit chanting ceremony. The all-night Pirit chanting was conducted under the patronage of Chief Incumbent of the Sri Jayawardena Ramaya Koti Road, Colombo 8, Venerable Godamuni Lankananda Thero. The event was also attended by Minister of Health and Mass Media Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa, Japanese Ambassador in Sri Lanka Isomata Akio, and officials of the Ministry of Mass Media. Chairman of the SLRC Gihan De Silva, Director General Manoj Nadeshana Amarasinghe and other staff members of the SLRC have also attended the Pirit ceremony. An Anusasana was conducted upon presentation of the morning alms giving today by Chief Incumbent of the Sri Sudharma Rame Battaramulla and Committee Member of the Kotte Sri Kalyani Samagri Dharma Mahasangha Sabha and Chief Sanganayaka of Alutkurukorale, Venerable Devahandiye Jinaratana Thero. The Mahasangha, headed by Venerable Godamunne Lankananda Thero, were also present. Korean ambassador in Sri Lanka Myeon Lee pledges to provide assistance to the Sri Lankan government to uplift the health and media sectors. The assurance has been given at a recent meeting with Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa. The meeting has taken place at the Ministry of Health and Mass Media. At the discussion, stern attention has been focused on the Korean government's assistance, including grants for the future progress in the local health and mass media sectors. Minister Dr. Jayatissa has recalled on this occasion on the immense contribution extended to the local health sector, especially through Korean international solidarity organizations such as KOICA and KOFI. The minister has also appreciated the assistance of the Korean government, which is a close friendly state of Sri Lanka. The minister has anticipated the support of the Korean government in the procurement of necessary medical equipment by Sri Lanka. He has also pointed out on the strong felt need to set up an observation chemical laboratory for the standardization of medicines, which is a long-standing shortcoming in the Sri Lankan health field. The Korean ambassador on this occasion has focused attention on the fact that more than 10,000 Korean tourists had visited the island in the past few years and further pointed out that due to the relieving of visas from such tourists, there is a tendency of them choosing to travel to other countries instead of Sri Lanka. The minister has responded saying he would look into the issue and provide speedy solutions.
A semi-luxury private bus travelling from Lulugambehera to Colombo has reportedly overturned. That's near the Panadura flyover at around 4:40 a.m. today, leaving 4 passengers injured. Well, the bus, which commenced journey from Lulugambehera around 11 p.m. last night, was heading to Colombo. It has been reported that there were more than 50 passengers on board at the time of the accident. According to the Panadura South Police, it is suspected that the accident may have been caused by a mechanical defect in the wheels. The injured passengers have been admitted to the Panadura Base Hospital for treatment, and their conditions are not reported to be serious. Following the accident, the bus driver has been arrested by the Panadura South Police, which is conducting further investigations.
Japan to provide its support for improving medical and educational facilities in the northern province. Ambassador of Japan Akio Izumata signed 2 grant contracts under the grant assistance for grassroots human security projects with 2 NGOs, Humanitarian Development Organization and Novel School for Deaf and Blind during his first trip to the northern province. The signing took place in the presence of Governor of Northern Province Nagalingam Vedanayan at the Governor's office in Jaffna. The government of Japan has allocated $173,659 for these projects to enhance medical and educational facilities in the Northern Province. Supporting development in conflict-affected areas remains a priority in Japan's official development assistance to Sri Lanka, particularly in promoting mitigation of vulnerabilities.
HDO and of course National School for the deaf and blind. I'm very happy to be able to come over to Jaffna today to sign 2 important documents, grant assistance contracts, one with HDO and one with National School for the deaf and blind. This GGP grant assistance for grassroots human security project. This scheme of Japanese government assistance started in 1989. And over the 35 years, Japan has been assisting Sri Lankan people in this scheme for more than 300 projects. The amount of money is more than $60 billion. We have been providing this assistance especially to the northern province in the areas of demining, which leads to the assistance to the resettlement displaced people, and for the reconstruction of the affected area, and also medical needs and education and promotion of local industry too, including coconut oil and other local industries.
The Loving February program to clean the youth. Well, that's the title of the program, and this program made a heroic start at the National Youth Services Council premises yesterday. Well, the objective of this project is to create a younger generation which think in broad terms, that's on the concept of love. Well, the program is being jointly conducted by the National Youth Services Council, Youth Club Federation and the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. The NYSC is scheduled to implement many programs covering all provinces and districts until tomorrow. Yesterday's inauguration ceremony was attended by Minister Sunil Kumar Gamage, Deputy Minister Eranga Gunasekara and Chairman of NYSC, Attorney at Law Supun Vijayaratna. Minister Sunil Kumar Gamage says that the government promoted the concept of love to build a new society without religious, race or any other differences. He pointed out that a new society where people love each other should be created. Deputy Minister Eranga Gunasekara says that the youth in this country contributed immensely to bring a new change in the political culture to this country. He said that the government aims to strengthen the new smart youth community of this country.
Police media spokesman SSP Buddhika Manatunga said at a media briefing today that incidents of 7 organized shootings have been reported this year. He further said that 30 suspects have been taken into custody in this connection. SSP Buddhika Manatunga said that 7 organized shooting incidents have been reported this year. Altogether, 13 such incidents were recorded. The 7 shooting incidents caused the deaths of 9 persons and injuries of 2 others. 30 suspects believed to have been carried out the shootings who assisted the gunmen are currently in custody. The police have also taken into custody 3 T-56 arms and 5 pistols and 4 motorcycles used in the crimes during the period of 7 shooting sprees. The police are on the lookout to arrest the remaining suspects. Operations are underway to arrest who are alleged to have been committed these crimes in overseas and currently remain in hiding. Measures are underway to bring to Sri Lanka 2 such criminals who were hiding in India.
Now, this story has been reported from Akurasa. This is where a group of school children use a stream, that is to satisfy their thirst. The Bopiti of Vimalavansha Junior School is located in a beautiful environment of 5 acres in the Akurasa Education Circuit in Mathura. The school has been suffering from the absence of a systematic water supply system for a period of around 100 years. The student population of the school has been restricted to 570 today, but previously it was accommodating more than 1,500 students. The school lacks in drinking water facilities and proper sanitary system. The dry weather in most instances depletes the water levels in the school well. The parents request the relevant authorities to construct a systematic water supply facility for the school.
The Vietnam Embassy in Sri Lanka organized a series of events to mark the 55th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Sri Lanka and Vietnam. The first such event is the monthly quiz competition, which will be conducted throughout the first half of the year. The winner of the first quiz conducted in the month of January 2025, MG Malisha Seumini of University of Waiamba, received her prize from Ambassador Tring Tam at the Vietnam Embassy of Colombo. The quiz was organized by the Embassy of Vietnam in Sri Lanka, collaboration with Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism of Sri Lanka. Questions are published on the Colombo Times website between the 5th and 20th of each month from January to June.
We discussed with my friends, and I feel that this channel that is actually at the beginning it's not simple, very complicated, but I read some books and I'm good. Then I feel that after that I was a January month winner, so I'm happy about that.
Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa has presided over the Ekamitata Govibimata Kalutara district inauguration program at the Udukumbura field in Alubogalanda today. Well, the aim of the program is to identify the lands not being cultivated efficiently by the Ministry of Agriculture and to redirect them towards proper cultivation methods. Kalutara District Secretary Janak Gunawardhan and a group of officials were present on the occasion. Deputy Minister Mahinda Jayasinghe today engaged in an inspection tour of the factory in the Boruluguda Industrial Zone in Horana, which was badly damaged by a fire. He has pledged to extend the fullest cooperation of the government in the reconstruction of the factory. The Deputy Minister, participating in a discussion with the owners of the manufacturing plant, has pointed out the need to have a program for the protection of the workers of the institute. An introduction of a locally manufactured three-wheeler to the market has taken place yesterday. KD Rice Institute, with a Sri Lankan brand name, is a manufacturer of electric three-wheelers and electric motorcycles. In parallel to this event, 4 new types of Sri Lankan products with international standards were introduced to the market. Deputy Minister Chaturanga Abesinghe was also gracing this occasion. The Badulla District Clean Sri Lanka inauguration program was getting underway at the Badulla main bus stand premises today. Minister Samantha Vidyaratna and Deputy Minister Ruwan Ranasinghe presided over the event. Special attention has been focused on the systematic maintenance and cleaning of the bus stand.
Final rites on the remains of veteran announcer and actress Kumari Pereira was conducted at the Borella General Cemetery today. Kumari Pereira was 69 years old at the time of demise and she passed away due to a heart attack. Kumari Pereira has been a well-known relief announcer at Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation and had also participated in a large number of teledramas, stage plays and movies as an actress. Among the stage plays to which she contributed, Maname and Singhabahu stand out as 2 prominent dramas. Kandegedara, Bodima, Kopikade, Sirivimala, Podavessa and Sandungira Ginigani are among major dramas in which she appeared as an actress. The body was kept at a private funeral parlour in Colombo, where a large crowd including artists had paid their last respects. We move into a short break and we'll bring you foreign news right after this.
Welcome back and moving on to news overseas. Well, at least 10 people have been killed and others wounded after a bomb struck a vehicle carrying laborers that's in the southwestern area of Pakistan. An improvised explosive device had hit the truck when it was traveling in the Hadnai area of Balochistan province yesterday. Security forces have been battling a decades-long rebellion by separatist groups in the impoverished Balochistan, with violence in the border regions urging over past 3 years. And the official said that the vehicle was carrying coal miners and most of the victims were from the country's northwestern Swat Valley and other areas. Welcome back, and we are moving on to news from the world of sports. Well, a program to popularize the sport of cricket that's in schools where cricket is not being played has commenced from the northern province today. And the maiden program has got underway at the Kilinochchi Sports Development Hall. Well, the event was conducted under the leadership of Minister of Sports Sunil Kumar Gamage. Under the program, cricket equipment were distributed among 47 schools in the northern province. The ultimate objective of this program is to identify the necessary human resources for the creation of a strong national cricket team. The government has set aside a sum of 1,500 million rupees for this purpose. The sports minister has reiterated the need to direct children in rural areas to cricket. Good luck to the young budding cricketers, and on that note we end the news. Do enjoy the rest of the programs together with Natalia. This is Clifford wishing you a good night.
Good night.